It's one of these things that people just love to buy into, but in reality, obviously there's no truth to it, obviously.
Okay guys, so today we're going to be ranking all of each member of One Direction's latest album, and I have all my notes here. So we all know Niall has 2 albums, Harry has 2 albums, everyone else, Zayn has 2 albums, everybody else has 3 albums. So basically it's just gonna be me talking about whichever one came out most recently. And this is based on the music, not their careers or anything, just the music. And there is a tie. There's a tie. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let me just tell you, the first thing that I want to say was in last place is gonna be Zayn's album. Then Liam and Niall, to me, I tie them for 3rd because they're about the same to me. Louis is 2nd, and then Harry is 1st. The first thing is Zayn. He released Icarus Falls in 2018, and if you watch my last video, which I'll link it here, I think, if I remember, I did not know he released that album until I did research for that video. So that should just tell you right there, it must not have been so good. But Zayn, like, I didn't like it had 27 tracks, which is a lot for me. Anything more than 12 tracks on one album is always a lot for me to listen to. I'm only going to speak about those that stood out in good or bad way, as I am for every album that I'm going to speak about. So, and a lot of these songs, a lot of Zayn's songs sound the same. Just want to say that. So first is Let Me. And I like that falsetto part he does with the harmonies and everything. That's like a summer driving song. It was a good lead single. I like that song. But I wasn't really aware of it. But I mean, now I'm listening to it because I've listened to every song. I listened to every song that these guys released, and it was good. And it peaked at number 2 in Malaysia. I mean, good for Malaysia. Anyway, then the song Common. It's very 2000s neo, you know. What else is there to say? It's also like Usher, kind of. And then Stand Still. I don't like that song because I don't like the way the beat is syncopated. I don't know, that's a weird thing not to like a song for, but it just doesn't feel right with the way the song flows. Then it's Talk to Me, which gives me very One Direction vibes, very Midnight Memories or 4, something somewhere in the middle. Like, what was in the middle? I think, you know, Clouds from 4 is in the middle of Midnight Memories and 4. Then I Don't Mind is another neo song. I like that song, so I don't mind. I said I don't mind. Then Good Guy is very Rihanna Desperado with that feels like dun, 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 and very like dark, like western, midwestern. I don't know how to describe that sound. Then Scripted, I don't like that vibe on him. I don't like that vibe because I think, oh my gosh, what was it about? Look at me now, I can't remember what the song's about. But I didn't like that vibe. Entertainer, I like the beat behind it, and that's like the perfect vibe for him. Something about like, and I remember the lyrics was basically like, you're an entertainer. And I know, and I don't know if it's about him or his relationship, but I think it could be both. I think it could be both. Then we had Fresh Air. It sounds like something that would play in 13 Reasons Why, like that weird song that they had that was like doo-doo-doo. You know, I don't know how to describe it, but basically it sounds like something Clay Jensen would ride his bike to. Then Fingers, it reminds me of his No Type remix, which was, you know what, that remix wasn't bad. I just laughed at it a lot because it was Zayn. Anyway, next is number 3, LP1 by Liam Payne. Came out in 2019. I hate the name of that album. It came out in December. I don't like when, first of all, I don't like when people either name the album after themselves or their initial, like, but don't come for me if you see me in a few years with the album named after me. Don't talk about it. Just pretend I didn't say that. The first song is Midnight, which is that was Liam's redeeming song, because he needed some redemption after Strip That Down. I don't remember I think he released some other songs in the middle between Strip That Down and Midnight, but he needed help. He needed some redemption, because Strip That Down, cut it off. That was bad. But Midnight is his redeeming song. He's been performing it recently because it came out as like the single recently, and with the Lesso, I like that song, and their friendship is great. Stack It Up featuring A Boogie, I like that song, and now I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I like it because it feels like one of those songs that could be used in like a cry movie, like oh my gosh, the one with Chadwick Boseman, 21 Bridges. Like, that is kind of, you know what I mean. Then Hips Don't Lie, that is also like a Neo song. There's a lot of Neo going on. Hips Don't Lie is like a Neo song, but in the way that I like it. No, I'm not complaining. I liked Hips Don't Lie. It was sort of like the sun is changing. Oh, there's a cloud passing by. Oh, now I can't see. Anyway, I really cannot see. Tell Your Friends, I like that song. It's like an island vibe, you know. It kind of reminds me of, oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the song, but it's with Cardi B and Ozuna. I don't remember the name, but years ago. Then Say It All, it's a song that it sounds like a song that belongs on Zayn's album. Rude Hours, you know what, I'm not saying what if One Direction sang Rude Hours, but what if they did? What if they did? Because I had the idea for the reunion that they would sing their songs, and then they would also sing, you know, each other's songs as a group. Hello, that's my idea. If they came out, if they started doing that, just know, credit me. Don't credit them, it was me, okay? That song, that's so One Direction. Imagine them saying those words with that music, just everything, just like take Liam's voice and split it by 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying about that one. Both Ways, that is the controversial song I also spoke about in the last video. I don't like the song, but that's not because of the lyrics. I just don't like the song that much. I don't know. Strip That Down, the single that should have never been a single, never. And that video of him doing the choreography, it sends me every time, because the way he can't dance, but like he tries to, but it's not that bad, but still, it could, literally no one asked you, Liam. Please, no one asked. But anyway, stream LP1, help him out. Stream Midnight, like I said before. Don't give him hate, because a lot of people have been hating on Liam, and a lot of people he's been resurrected, you know. Like, I just think, stop hating on this man. Let him do what he's doing. He's a father. I don't know, that's the only thing. Then number 3, Niall Horan, Heartbreak Weather. They're tied. Remember, I said that. That album dropped the day before my birthday, March 13th of this year, which my birthday is March 14th. And it kept, you know what? That album had it was so One Direction of him. It had the One Direction sound. Like, if One Direction hadn't stopped making music together in 2016, 15, whatever, that's what they would sound like. I said what I said. Anyway, so Heartbreak Weather, period. That's the first track, and that is a summer song. You know, if we ever have a summer, because of Miss Rona taking over. Bend the Rules. Oh, the sun. Bend the Rules. That, his voice was so deep. Like, when I first heard it, I was like, who is this? Is this him? I had to check if it wasn't a feature or anything, and it wasn't. He was just built like that. And you know what? It shocked me. It did not sound like Niall in any way. Small Talk is very temporary fixed vibes, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, listen to the lyrics. That's all I'm saying. Nice to Meet Ya, that is the single. That song plays in every mall in America. Everywhere I go, all here. Every time you turn around, you disappear. Every time. I can't get away from that song, and I like the song, so it doesn't matter. Arms of a Stranger, that is a driving song. That is the driving song. Period. Moving on, because we're going very quickly because the last video was very long. Number 2, Louis Tomlinson, Walls. I said what I said. What? Walls. Okay, that album is ahead of its time. It dropped January 31st of 2020. It's obviously about Eleanor. Anyway, so is this the album where he says something about Princess Park? Come so far from Princess Park. Child. Anyway, Kill My Mind. This is the first song. It is very, very, that is his Take Me Home album voice. That voice, I was like, why does he sound like this? But like, not in a bad way. It's just like, I was surprised. I didn't know we were doing that. I didn't know we were doing that when we were making this album, okay? It does eat, that song ate, period. Two of Us. I prefer the acoustic version of that song because I don't know. The regular version sounds overdone, over instrumentalized, if that makes sense. The acoustic version is just him and the guitar, the way I like it. Too Young. Who was too young? Who was too young? Because it wasn't Eleanor. Maybe it was. Anyway, that's all I really had to say about that. Because as soon as I was like, okay, L. I mean, they did break up. And like, what was it? I don't know. Okay, sure, Jan. Sure. Walls. The title song. I love his voice in that song. You know, I said I love this voice on this. Oh, this is one. I said on this me. I thought I said on this me. On this one. It was cute. It was cute. It was something to be done. Then Always You. The controversial song of the year. He said first of all, he started off that song all types of wrong. What did he say? He went where without her? Where did he go without? He went to Amsterdam without her? No, that can't be right because he did go to Amsterdam with her. But then that begs the question, who did he think about while he was in Amsterdam? Explain it to me. Explain it to me. Explain it to me. Then we got Perfect Now. It's very, very 2000s, like Wheatus, or you know, like that kind of group. It's very like, you know, you would hear it in the movie about like all the people going to the party, with the guys with the spiky hair. That's what I'm telling you. The blonde guys with the spiky hair. That is what that song is for. And then we have the album of all albums. Oh my gosh, wait, the sun is like going down or something. That song, it kind of looks like I have a mustache. Anyway. Fine Line. Fine Line. Okay, are you hearing correctly? Let me move my bang so we can all read and hear correctly. Fine Line by Harry Styles. By Harry Styles. By who? Harry Edward Styles. Okay? That. Amen. Amen. Okay? Watermelon Sugar. Tastes like strawberries on a Sunday evening. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know can make a song like that? Huh? Who do you know? Because I don't know a soul. Okay? That song is my vibe. And then Adore You. He'd walk through fire for you. Just let him adore you. The fish in the video, Aroda, very strange times, but he came and he conquered. He did what had to be done. He single-handedly saved every man in the music industry. I said what I said. Then Lights Up, all the lights, oh, the video. I'm pretty sure that's the one that's getting Record of the Year buzz, and it deserves Record of the Year. It was such a simple song, but it did so much to save this generation. Then we have Cherry, which that is so down home in Texas, North Carolina, Georgia kind of thing with the little whatever. Then Falling, which is that a single now? I can't remember. But that is such an X Factor song. Like, that is something a contestant sings on X Factor UK after they've just given their sob story. She by Rihanna. I was gonna say, it sounds like Desperado again. There's so much going on with, like, they have, like, they're so connected with their musical taste, you know what I mean? Then next is the last thing I said was Sunflower Volume 6. Who do you know that can write a song like that? Nobody. Not a soul. Oh, there goes the sun again. That's my song. I wrote Also Known As My Song. That is my song, period. Sunflower, like, everybody on Snapchat, that's when I make videos, because I rarely go on Snapchat since there's nothing to film. We're all inside. But when I make a video, that song is always in the background. Why? Because that song deserves what it deserves. It came and it conquered, okay? But anyway, this has been my ranking of all of One Direction's latest music. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next week. Bye.